We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. Princess Kendra, you celebrated your birthday on Saturday. Your mom, Denise, and the entire family, they had asked us to wish you a happy birthday. Let's hope that you did have a wonderful birthday and may you live to see lots more. Now, for those who are asking, we have left Townhead in the parish of Westmoreland and we are heading to Askenish in the parish of Hanover. We are now driving through a place popularly known as Jakass Pass. As you look at the road, you don't have to wonder why them call it Jakass Pass. Sit back, relax and enjoy. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Sit back, relax and enjoy this journey with me. In the news today, that guy on your screen, his name is Enreka Cunningham. You are seeing Henrique on your screen, but his name is Enreka. He is 28 years old and he's living at Montpelier district in the Sandy Bay area of Hanover. Last week, Wednesday, Enreka, he was listed as being wanted on the JCF's Wanted Wednesdays list. On Friday, July 18, Enreka, he handed in himself to the police and he has now been charged for the offenses of forcible abduction, grievous sexual assault and rape. Now, here are the allegations. On Monday night, May 12, earlier this year, a mother chartered Enreka to take her 15-year-old daughter and her son to the KFC at Fairview in Montego Bay. On reaching the KFC, the mother and the son, they came out of the Toyota Voxy. As the 15-year-old girl was about to come out, it is alleged that Enreka, he closed the door and he told the mother that he was gonna be buying some gas at the gas station. It is further alleged that Enreka, he then drove to a secluded area of the Fairview Plaza where he parked the Voxy, went over to the 15-year-old and forcefully had his way with her. While he was having his way with the 15-year-old girl, it is said that the 15-year-old girl, she managed to send a message to her mother telling her what Enreka was doing. When Enreka was satisfied, he then drove back to the KFC with the female where he was confronted by her mother. This confrontation resulted in a fight with Enreka and the mother, but Enreka, he managed to drive away. A report was made to the police who commenced investigations. After Enreka's photo was published last week, Wednesday, he came out of hiding and he handed in himself to the police. He has since been charged, so he'll be facing the courts shortly. In this next report, on Thursday evening, July 17, the administrators at the Kensington Primary School in Greater Portmore, they securely locked it up and went away. The building was also armed by a security system being monitored by a well-known security company. Early the next morning, Friday, July 18, the security company, they received a signal that there was a break-in at the school. The response team was dispatched and it was found out that hoodlums, they forced open the grill and the door to the tuck shop, the bathroom and one of the classrooms. They entered and them thief cash amounting to 27,000 Jamaican dollars. A number of cases of 500 ml iCool water and 330 ml iCool bottled drink and a steel weed whacker. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. In these next reports, follow me now. Hoodlums, they continue to target and rob business places in Montego Bay, and despite the fact that the police, they have taken some of the robbers of the street, one way or the other. It continues. Last week, Monday morning, July 14, at minutes to 9 o'clock, 3 hoodlums, they entered the Chinese-operated Fortune supermarket on Barnett Street in Montego Bay. They were armed with guns. The hoodlums, they shot down the Chinese businessman and robbed him of cash amounting to 1 million Jamaican dollars. They then made good their escape. Yesterday afternoon, Sunday, July 20, at minutes to 4 o'clock, 4 hoodlums, they went to the Chinese-operated Supermoon supermarket on Barnett Street in Montego Bay. One of the hoodlums was armed with a rifle and the others, they were armed with handguns. They robbed the Chinese establishment of over 130,000 Jamaican dollars in cash and a quantity of liquor. We are told that the hoodlum with the rifle, he fired 1 round in the floor. The hoodlums, they picked up the spent shell and made good their escape. Last night, Sunday, July 20, at minutes after 9 o'clock, the operator of a shop and customers were at the shop on Sunset Boulevard in Montego Bay when 4 hoodlums entered. One was armed with a rifle and the others, they were armed with handguns. The hoodlums, they robbed the shop owner of about 35,000 Jamaican dollars from the cash register. They then went into an adjoining room where the shop owner resides and them thief a vault containing over 4 million Jamaican dollars in cash. The hoodlums, they then escaped in a white motor car. Just like that. In this report, on Friday morning, July 18, a businessman in his early 50s, he went to a bank in Negril where he withdrew 2.4 million Jamaican dollars to do some business. He placed the money in a bag and placed it underneath the driver's seat of his silver 2013 Toyota Voxy. The Voxy, it was parked on a plaza in the Negril Square. He walked away from the vehicle and he was talking with a friend nearby. A few moments later, a hoodlum went to the Voxy and broke out the driver glass window. The hoodlum, he then thieved the bag containing the 2.4 million Jamaican dollars. Someone alerted the businessman about what took place and gave him a description of the hoodlum. The man, he went to the vehicle and he saw the glass broken out and the bag with the money was missing. He then saw the hoodlum who was described to him and chased him. The hoodlum, he ran off, but the man caught up with him. The man held on to the hoodlum and they started to wrestle for the bag. The hoodlum, he pulled a knife and him cut the man on his right thumb. The bag with the money, it fell to the ground. The hoodlum, he was able to escape with about 500,000 Jamaican dollars of the money. Luckily, the businessman, he was able to recover 1.9 million Jamaican dollars. So, that hoodlum, who is well known in Negril, he is now wanted by the police. In this next report, a 22-year-old guy, he's lucky to be alive. Reports are that Saturday night, July 19, about 7:30, the 22-year-old guy, he was sitting in the driver's seat of his grey 2015 Mercedes-Benz motor car along the CTOC Main Road in Irwin, St. James, when a grey 2012 Nissan Note motor car drove up and stopped. A hoodlum came out of the car with a gun in his hand and opened gunfire at the guy who was seated in the Benz. The guy, he managed to jump through the front passenger window and ran off. The hoodlum, he continued firing at him, but he managed to run away and escape in a nearby gutter. The hoodlum, he then jumped back into the Nissan Note and made good his escape. We are told that a single gunshot damage was seen to the front driver window. We are told that the police, they later found the Nissan Note motor car abandoned along a section of the Irwin Main Road, less than about 200 meters from where the shooting took place. The mayhem. In this next report, in early January last year, I carried a report. a guy popularly known as Blacks or Dams. He's from Mount Peace in Hanover. In early January last year, Dams, he was riding a bike towards Lucy when he was involved in an accident with a Honda CR-V that was turning to go to Cascade. Dams, he received serious injuries and many persons, they believed that Dams would have died. In fact, the police who visited the scene and other persons who were there, they did not expect Dams to live. Dams, he survived, and we are told that he was no longer living in the Mount Peace area. He's now living in the Green Island police area. Well, yesterday afternoon, Sunday, July 20, about 5 o'clock, Dams, he had another brush with death. Our information is that Dams, he was driving his black 2015 Toyota Voxy in the Cousins Cove area of Hanover. He was returning home from a funeral that was held at Barbary Hill in Lucy. On reaching a section of the Esher Main Road, two guys were seen on a blue motorcycle behind Dams. We are told that Dams, he slowed down to allow the motorcycle to pass, but the motorcycle, it slowed down also. Dams, he became suspicious and impressed gas. He overtook a line of traffic. The guys on the bike, they did the same thing. On reaching Cousins Cove, the hoodlums on the bike, they pulled guns and they opened a barrage of gunshots at Dams. Dams, he managed to drive away, escaping injuries. He then drove to the Green Island police station and made a report. The Toyota Voxy, it was checked and it was found out that it had received gunshot damage to the right side rear view mirror, the back bumper and both back wheels. Investigations are continuing. The mayhem. This one, it took place early Friday morning, July 18, about 3 o'clock. It took place in the vicinity of the Ruby's service station along the Newlands Main Road in Portmore in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a well-known 21-year-old TikToker, he's employed otherwise and he's from St. Andrew. He was at his workplace along the Newlands Main Road when he left to purchase food at the nearby Ruby's gas station. He purchased the food and he was on his way back to work when he was approached by a guy who asked him for a telephone call. He told the guy no, and the guy, he began a tussle with him for the phone. The hoodlum, he then pulled a gun from his waistband and he fired one shot, hitting the young man in his groin. The hoodlum, he then jumped into a waiting motor car, making good his escape. The young man, he was rushed to hospital where he was treated. The mayhem. In this report, the police in St. James, they are awaiting the result of a postmortem to ascertain how a 55-year-old tailor died. His name is Nigel Barrett and he was living at Lovers Lane in the Content District area of St. James. We are told that Nigel, he suffered from diabetes and he was hypertensive. Nigel, he was last seen alive in his community on Saturday evening, July 19. Yesterday morning, Sunday, July 20, about 9 o'clock, a neighbor observed that Nigel's door was ajar, the same way it was seen Saturday night. The neighbor, he became concerned and he went and made checks. Nigel's lifeless body was seen lying on a bathroom floor next to the toilet. Nigel, he was DEAD. The police, they were called and they processed the scene. We are told that no mark of violence was seen on Nigel's body and no foul play is suspected. Like I said, a postmortem examination will be done. Sad indeed. In this report, this one took place last night, Sunday, July 20 at minutes to 10 o'clock. It took place at Mount Industry in the Gardentown area of St. Andrew. Our information is that a guy named Okeem Brown, he was a 29-year-old farmer living at Mount Industry. he was involved in a dispute with a 28-year-old guy named Oranthal Schroeter. He is also living at Mount Industry. It is alleged that Oranthal, he used a machete to inflict serious wounds to Okeem. Okeem, he was rushed to hospital where he succumbed to his injuries at minutes to 1 o'clock this morning. Oranthal, he was taken into custody by the police and he is now facing murder charges. The mayhem. In this next report, we are doing some digging and we are going to be updating this report in a subsequent video. Our information is that 5 males were shot and killed in an alleged confrontation with operatives of CTOC. This took place this afternoon about 1 o'clock. It took place at Barbican Road in the Matilda's Corner police area of St. Andrew. The police, they are reporting that 2 rifles and 2 pistols were seized. More to come. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button as also. Hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you will be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, that hoodlum on your screen. His name is Cashan Saunders, but he was popularly known as Shawn. Shawn was living at Gardenwood district in the Old Harbour area of St. Catherine. We are told that Shawn, he was a well-known hoodlum who was implicated in many hoodlum activities in the Old Harbour area. He has been in and out of jail and prison. At one stage, Shawn, he was charged for murder. The police, they're reporting that early Friday morning, July 18, about 2 o'clock, a team of police officers, they carried out a raid at Shawn's home. The police, they're claiming that Shawn, he pulled a shotgun and pointed it at them, and 2 toes, it was all over. Shawn, he was hit and he fell clutching the shotgun loaded with 2 live rounds. Shawn, he died on the spot. Indicom are carrying out investigations. Another hoodlum bites the dust. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and KlLL TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sin if we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite. What a country this will be if we just unite. Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of